Baltimore Ravens. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! Set, ready, shoot, secure. 52's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. No.
And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Okay, ready. Off. Right here. Mark 55. Man, that's trash. Mike, go. 55, Mike 55. Watch the backer.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
It's just me and you. Go. Check. Lucky.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Watch that 3.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way, just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
15-yard line.
Let's go now. 55 to Pittsburgh. Check 55 to Mike. I got you.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 85 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And just shedding him off there. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check. 552. Go. Echo. Switch.
Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52. Yeah. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. All day. 552. Hey, I'm coming on. Hey. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Here it comes. Wait, let's go. Mike 52.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. These two teams all tied after one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch the safety creep. Mike 50. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Now it's Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Here we go. Let's go, hustle. 50. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battles.
Nowhere nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On second down, it's Grant, and he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting it.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own. Seven. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Breida. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run again with Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 69 yards. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Here I come again. Switch, switch, switch.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shifts by him. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. What a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! Check, 52's the mic! Check, 52's the mic!
On 2nd and 9, Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Let's go, let's go! Hey, Mike 52! Mike 52!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Miami. With it is Brown. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. 72 yards on the punt return as his guys are able to regain the lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They run with Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 9. Check 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Sanders on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At their own 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. You're Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run. 52's the Mike. Hut.
Operating from the gun. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, well, I thought you could go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Watch out.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, Ricky. 52's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Show it that.
Jackson to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Mike 52. All day, punt. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go, heavy. Tell me what you got.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete from the contact. Byron Jones on the coverage.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, watch this. Hop on. Check 25. Check 25. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Got it. Mike 5-2. Mike 5. I got it. 36. Ready, go.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Ready. 55. Mike 55.
Okay, let's get sack lunch.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check. Where'd he go?
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The Ravens send their punter out now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Returnable for Grant. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Tight dog. Out. Shield. Watch the shield.
They'll try the left side. Jefferson. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a give to Breida, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we